Hey there, Wastelanders, it's Brother Mike, and welcome back to day 3 of 7 days in New Vegas. Today we're going to be covering the real power players of the Mojave, not just the factions, but the people who define what the Mojave becomes, the masterminds, the manipulators, the legends, and even the monsters. Without further ado, let's get started. Mr. House, the man behind the curtain. Robert Edwin House, CEO of Robco, billionaire, futurist, and one of the few humans smart enough to cheat death. Right before the Great War, House predicted the nukes were coming. He built a citywide defense network to protect Vegas. He didn't stop every bomb, but he saved the Strip. 2 centuries later, House survives inside a life support chamber, running New Vegas with cold logic. He's not cruel, he's calculating. Everything he does is part of his vision for a perfectly controlled, perfectly stable, technocratic society. With the Platinum chip, he plans to upgrade his Securitrons into an unstoppable army. House doesn't just want to rule the wasteland, he wants to rebuild the world. He's either the future savior or its tyrant. It depends on your point of view. Yes Man, the wildcard program. Yes Man is the smiling embodiment of chaos wrapped in a cheerful Securitron body. He was reprogrammed by Benny to be completely obedient. No hesitation, no refusal, no restrictions whatsoever. That makes him dangerous because Yes Man isn't just a robot, he's a tool that gives the courier absolute power. He'll automate Mr. House's entire system, rewire the Strip, and support your rule forever. His upgrades also allow him to replicate himself, meaning Yes Man could spread across the entire Mojave. He's friendly, but what happens when an AI who can't say no is put in charge of an entire nation? That's why he's one of the most important NPCs in the game, or possibly the most dangerous. Benny, the man who rolled the dice. Benny is the spark that lights everything in New Vegas on fire. He shoots you in the head because he wants to control the Strip, not for power, not for ideology, but ambition. He's a visionary in his own way. Benny sees the Strip as something new, something not ruled by House's old world perfection or the NCR's bureaucracy. But Benny's flaw is his ego. He thinks he's the smartest guy in the room until the courier gets back up. He could have been the king of New Vegas. Instead, he becomes your turning point, the moment the revenge story becomes a political one. Caesar, the philosopher king. Edward Sallow, the man known as Caesar, isn't just a tyrant, he's a scholar. Before the Legion, he was a follower of the Apocalypse. He spent his youth studying history, societies, and how empires rose and fell. When he encountered the tribes of Arizona, he realized the wasteland wasn't going to be rebuilt through democracy, but through domination. He reshaped dozens of tribes into a unified legion modeled after ancient Rome. To him, morality isn't cruelty, it's a tool used for order. And beneath the armor and the ideology, Caesar genuinely believes he's saving humanity from weakness. He's one of the smartest, most complex villains in Fallout, who never gets to see his dream fully come true. Legate Lanius, the monster of the East. Lanius is Caesar's sword, a warlord forged in violence. He's not subtle, he's not political, he's the personification of the Legion's strength. Lanius rose to power after wiping out an entire tribe by himself. Caesar saw the brutality and shaped it, turning Lanius into a symbol of fear. He's the final boss for a reason. Defeating him means defeating the very idea of the Legion's dominance. But there's the thing, even Lanius isn't mindless. He's strategic, he's adaptable, and in certain endings, he's willing to listen to reason. That depth is what makes him so terrifying. General Oliver, the old war tactician. General Lee Oliver commands the NCR's forces at Hoover Dam. He's stubborn, traditional, and distrusts technology, especially Mr. House's robots. But he's also a symbol of NCR military pride. His strategy is old school, overwhelm the enemy with troops and fortifications. He sees New Vegas not as a city, but as a battlefield. Ambassador Crocker, the diplomat. Crocker's job is to negotiate with the Strip's factions, from the families to the Freeside gangs. He's juggling alliances, threats, and treaties. He's not a soldier, but he does more to stabilize the region than most NCR commanders. Without Crocker, the NCR would burn half of Vegas down by accident. President Kimball, the symbol of the Republic. Kimball is the poster boy of NCR pride, a decorated general turned president. He represents everything the NCR wants, to be powerful, organized, and democratic. But behind the scenes, the NCR is stretched thin, corrupt, and overconfident. Kimball's appearance at Hoover Dam is a staged propaganda, and your actions decide whether he walks away alive or dead. His role shows how fragile the NCR really is. Colonel Moore, the Enforcer. Colonel Cassandra Moore is the NCR's Iron Fist. She believes in victory at any cost. If Oliver is the general and Crocker is the diplomat, Moore is the one who makes the hard decisions. She's willing to assassinate leaders, wipe out factions, and force order through brute strength. In many endings, Moore's plans shape the NCR's long-term control of the Mojave wasteland. Elder McNamara, the Bunker Leader. Elder McNamara leads the Mojave Brotherhood of Steel, and his leadership style defines their entire story. He keeps the Brotherhood hidden, locked down, and focused on survival instead of expansion. To him, technology must be controlled, not shared, which puts them in direct conflict with the NCR, Mr. House, and pretty much everyone else in the region. Your actions can either keep McNamara in charge or replace him. Either way, the Mojave feels it. Papa Khan, the Broken Leader. Papa Khan is a tragic leader. He remembers the great Khans at their peak, warriors feared across the Mojave, but now they're scattered, broken, and desperate. His loyalty to his people is unshakable, but his judgment is clouded by pride. He's a man who just wants to believe that the Khans can return to glory, even if that means siding with the wrong allies. Your influence can save his tribe, or doom it forever. Mother Pearl, the Queen of the Boomers. Mother Pearl leads the Boomers, and is one too. A community that lives by one rule: stay away from us. The Boomers are isolationist, heavily armed, and fiercely loyal. Pearl isn't a tyrant, she's a protector. She wants the Boomers to survive, thrive, and reclaim the skies with their bomber. And if you earn her trust, she becomes one of the most powerful allies in the battle for Hoover Dam. The King, the Elvis of Freeside. The King leads a gang of Elvis impersonators who somehow became the moral backbone of Freeside. He's charismatic, loyal, and deeply protective of his people. He doesn't care about politics, he cares about stability. And depending on your actions, Freeside can either become a peaceful or erupt into chaos. The King is a major influence in what kind of Vegas the Strip actually sits next to. Characters who could appear in the Fallout TV show. Raul, the gunslinger with 200 years of pain. Raul's entire story is about aging, loss, and identity. He's seen the world rise, fall, and rise again. His quiet sadness mixed with his perfect gunslinger past makes him perfect for TV. Marcus, the peaceful mutant and experienced leader. A fan favorite, Marcus already bridged 2 Fallout games. That alone makes him a prime candidate. Whether the show explores Jacobstown or the mutant struggle, Marcus fits perfectly as a returning character. Rex, the cyber dog with a heart. A pre-war police dog rebuilt with robotics, the emotional potential writes itself. Viewers will get attached instantly, and he's also more than a fan favorite. The King, the Elvis of the Wasteland. If the show reaches Freeside, the King has to appear. He's iconic, he's unique, he's perfect TV material. Plus, we've already seen the Kings in the trailer, but they may not be so human anymore. Ulysses, the poet of the apocalypse. Ulysses is mysterious, philosophical, and connected to the deepest themes of America. In a show about the past versus the future, Ulysses would fit in like a glove. Let's just hope he doesn't talk so much. So those are just some of the major characters in Fallout New Vegas. And some that may return. Whether it's Raul, Marcus, Rex, the King, or someone completely unexpected, the Mojave is packed with characters the Fallout series could bring to life. I'm Brother Mike, and this was day 3 of 7 days in New Vegas. If you like this series, please come check out tomorrow. I'm going to be talking about all the different endings and some theories based off of those endings. If there are any characters that I missed and you want me to talk about, please comment down below. Please give it a like and maybe subscribe. If you've made it this far, thank you so much. I've been Brother Mike, and you stay safe out there, Wastelanders.